Everybody, they want freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, peace of mind. But the truth is that most people are running from the very thing that creates it. You see, you think that freedom is doing whatever you want. No, real freedom comes from doing what you have to do, even when you don't feel like it. You wake up late, you skip the gym, you ignore your goals, and then you wonder why you feel stuck. That's not life keeping you trapped. That's you avoiding structure. See, freedom isn't waking up with no plan. Freedom is waking up with options. And options come from consistency. Control your mornings, control your momentum, control your spending, and you control your stress. Discipline is how you break out of the cycle that's keeping you average. Let's say you commit to waking up at 5 a.m. for 30 days. You hit the gym and you cut out distractions. You build a habit. At first, it feels like a grind, but then you start moving different. You got more energy, more clarity, and more self respect. You see that structure that you just created, it gives you power because now you in control of your time, not just reacting to life. And that's real freedom, right? And most people think that discipline is restrictive. No, it's a weapon. You use it to build the life that you want. So stop chasing comfort. Comfort is the enemy. Start choosing habits that challenge you, sharpen you, and stretch you. Because at the end of the day, freedom don't come from feelings. It comes from focus. And most people that has more discipline, that's how free their life become. Remember that. Too many people talk about their next move. They post it, they tell everybody about it, and you basically trying to get them to see the vision. But here's the truth. Nobody gives a fuck until they see the results. And you don't need permission to grow. You don't need validation to elevate. You just need to focus. Talking too much is how we waste momentum. Energy that should be going into executed is just being spent on convincing. So write down your goals and stop talking about them. Build them, live them, and let your progress do the explaining. When Apple drop a new product, they don't argue about it. They just drop it and then they let it speak. You need to move like that, strategic, silent, and unbothered. You don't owe anybody an explanation for evolving. Just keep building. People are gonna doubt you. Man, let them talk. Let them wonder what you up to. Your only job is to stay locked in. Because when your work is undeniable, you won't need to say a word. So stop explaining, build, and let them respect the silence. You not tired, bro. You just got no discipline. Let's cut the excuses. You not tired. You just undisciplined, bro. You got energy. You just wasting it. You scroll it too much. You procrastinate. You let distractions eat up your day. And then when 6 p.m. come, you drained. Not because you worked too hard, but because you leak your time away. Real tired is putting in work. Undisciplined tired is the result of poor priorities. You ever notice how refreshed you feel when you got structure? You hit the gym, you eat clean, you lock in, and suddenly your mind feel a little sharper. But the moment you fall back into chaos, that energy disappears. That's not burnout though. That's mismanagement. Discipline fixes that. You need to set boundaries, protect your time, and prioritize what matters. You are not low on energy. You low on focus. And once you align your actions with your goals, you'll feel powerful again. You not tired, bro. You undisciplined. Fix that, and then your life is gonna start moving again. I'll tell you one thing: chasing love will kill your focus. You can't build a legacy chasing somebody who's not chasing themselves. You can't chase love and your purpose at the same time, bro. I'm sorry. Especially if they not aligned with each other. Too many of y'all are letting distractions kill you. And that distraction is the relationship. It's not serving your growth. You are prioritizing temporary comfort over your long term purpose. Every minute you spend chasing attention is a minute lost from your mission. And deep down, you know that. I'm not saying love is bad because it ain't. Love with the right person, it should elevate you. But love with the wrong person is going to drain you. If they don't support your discipline, your goals, or the things that bring you peace, it ain't love. It's sabotage in disguise. Your focus should be sacred. Protect it. Build your purpose and fall in love with your grind. And trust me, bruh, when the right one shows up, they gonna meet you right there, not pull you off your track. Stop chasing love. Start chasing alignment. That's the real win. You not stuck. You just comfortable. Let's be honest. You just comfortable. You not stuck. You built a routine around excuses. And now you calling it a rut or a bad moment in life. You got used to being safe. The same job, the same mindset, the same weak habits. You don't feel stuck. You just feel familiar, bruh. But it ain't no growth in familiar. Growth comes from pressure, from risk, and choosing discomfort. You want to grow? Do something that scares the fuck out of you. Wake up earlier. Apply for that position. Move to a new city. Stop protecting your stop protecting your comfort zone. It's robbing you. Real change starts the moment you stop making excuses for staying the same. You not stuck, bruh. You avoiding the pain of growth. But when you get sick of comfort and sick of mediocrity and sick of lying to yourself, you know you gonna move. And when you move with that purpose, you'll realize the door, it was never locked. You know what I'm saying? It was never locked. Let's just say you was afraid to turn the handle. You know, get your value up before you start to demand respect. You want respect? That's cool. But what are you bringing to the table? Because respect does not come from what you're saying. It comes from who you are. You got to build value before you demand anything. Start with how you carry yourself, your discipline, right? Your appearance, your energy. Start with how you treat people. People don't respect words, they gonna respect results. You walk into a room broke, bitter, out of shape, but you want people to listen to you? No, nigga. You gotta get your money up. You gotta get your health up. You gotta get your mind right. When you upgrade you, the world upgrades it and treats you how you see yourself. Stop begging for respect. You gotta earn that shit. Sharpen your skills. Move with intention. Speak with purpose. You want to be respected. Be somebody that's worth respecting. That's how you shift your energy when you walked into the room. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a good one. Listen, I'm going to talk about something that a lot of people avoid, and that's being stuck in your ways, choosing comfort over growth, making excuses, and telling yourself that I don't need that right now. But let me tell you something. With that mindset, that's why you still where you always been. Being stuck, that's a choice. It don't matter what happened to you. It don't matter what you've been through. I feel for you. But I don't co-sign for excuses. You choosing to wake up and stay the same every day. You choosing to keep people around you that drain you. You choosing to keep saying one day like you got time to waste. But you don't. You don't need more time. You just need more discipline. You don't need more motivation. You need more truth. And the truth is, you scared. Not of failing, but of letting go of who you always been. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Let me say that one more time. Comfort is the enemy of growth. It'll rock you to sleep. It'll have you thinking, I'm good. I don't need to change. Things ain't that bad. That's how you rock though. Not from pain, but from the sameness. From routine that no longer serves you. You keep doing what's familiar because it's easy. But that easy life, it comes with a higher price later. And that's regret. Let's call it what it is. We addicted to our own excuses. I'm tired. I ain't got time. I'll do it on Monday. That's just how I am. God ain't finished with me yet. Stop using God to justify your laziness. And stop using your past as a hard pass for mediocrity. You not stuck because life is unfair. You stuck because you keep giving yourself a way out. Every time it's time to level up, you retreat. Every time pressure shows up, yep. Every time the pressure shows up, you fold. Every time opportunity knocks, you too busy explaining why you not ready. Newsflash. Nobody ain't ever ready. You either gonna evolve or you gonna evaporate. Some of y'all think that time alone is gonna fix you, that if you disappear, life is gonna make more sense. But you can't heal in hiding. You gotta face your stuff face to face. Face your habits, face your attitude, face your pride. You can either get better if you always working on yourself. But how you gonna get better if you avoiding what's real? Growth starts when you look yourself in the mirror and say, all right, I'm the problem and I'm the solution. Ain't nobody gonna come and save you. Not your girl, not your boys, not your job, not a free check. It's you versus you every day. Let me tell you something personal. I used to be that person, right? With a whole lot of potential, no progress. People would tell me, "You got it, man. You smart. You solid." But deep down, I knew I wasn't moving like I could. I had to break up with my own comfort. And I had to admit that I was bullshitting myself. And the day that I stopped making excuses is the day I stopped defending my old ways. And that's when everything changed. Ask yourself right now, are you living in patterns or are you living in progress? Because patterns feel good because they familiar. Progress feels awkward at first, but it's powerful. Your habits tell the truth. You can talk all day about what you want, but how you move exposes you. You say you want peace, right? But you entertaining drama. You say you want love, but you're not healing your heart. You say you want success, but you lazy when nobody is watching. What you don't do matter. It's what you willing to work for, man. And here's another truth. Ain't nobody else gonna come around and remind you to grow. That's your job. Your life, your weight, your money, your mindset, your character, everything about you. If you want different, you gotta, let me say that one more time. If you want different, you gotta move different. You gotta stop arguing for your limits. You gotta stop defending the version of you that's keeping you broke, that's keeping you bitter, and that's keeping you behind. Actions changes identity. Do the work. Build the discipline. Set the boundaries. Cut the excuse. You either breaking cycles or you repeating them. And let me leave you with this though. If you can't be coached, you gonna always be stuck. So stop thinking that you got it all figured out. Be teachable. Be humble. Stay hungry. You want to elevate, right? You're going to have to kill that version of you that's cool with just getting by. You want a legacy, right? That takes sacrifice. That takes vision. That takes self respect. You can't keep showing up like a boy and expect man results. So, actually, this is what I'm going to leave you with. Look at your life. Really look. Is the way you moving aligned with the future that you say that you want? If not, it's time. Time to change, time to grow, time to shut down every excuse that keep you from going into that next level. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your bloodline and you owe it to your future self. This ain't about being perfect. It's about being honest. You can evolve or stay stuck. But don't you dare lie to yourself about why you still the same. All right, man. Peace and blessings. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay dangerous, and stay grown. Peace. Let me say that one more time. If you want different, you got to move different. You got to stop arguing for your limits. You got to stop defending the version of you that's keeping you broke, that's keeping you bitter, and that's keeping you behind. Actions changes identity. Do the work. Build the discipline. Set the boundaries. Cut the excuse. You either breaking cycles or you repeating them. And let me leave you with this though. If you can't be coached, you gonna always be stuck. So stop thinking that you got it all figured out. Be teachable. Be humble. Stay hungry. You want to elevate, right? You're going to have to kill that version of you that's cool with just getting by. You want a legacy, right? That takes sacrifice. That takes vision. That takes self respect. You can't keep showing up like a boy and expect man results. So, actually, this is what I'm going to leave you with. Look at your life. Really look. Is the way you moving aligned with the future that you say that you want? If not, it's time. Time to change, time to grow, time to shut down every excuse that keep you from going into that next level. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your bloodline and you owe it to your future self. This ain't about being perfect. It's about being honest. You can evolve or stay stuck. But don't you dare lie to yourself about why you still the same. All right, man. Peace and blessings. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay dangerous, and stay grown. Peace.